Welcome back. Well, it appears to be a bit of a day of consolidation because the markets are as flat as can be and we're almost done with the trading session. But let's get in Nimesh to tell us what is he picking up in D-Street Chatter. Nimesh.
Well, actually, not a bad outcome, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a flat day, but again, all the three indices hit a fresh high. After that, you've seen some bit of profit booking. But from a flow perspective, again, it's a mixed day, a bit of bias towards positive. And again, the PSUs are well bid, so that's the space which has again been well bid, and there is a bit of buying as well in that particular space. So that clearly stands out. I guess the only thing is that after a big rally yesterday, we don't have so much of a cushion of the short in the system. So that's something to watch out for. And I guess next week is going to be equally important, just ahead of the very big event. So I guess markets can be just consolidating in the next few days from here on. But the good part is that some bit of money is returned to the table from the larger FIs. We saw that yesterday as well. Despite the block deal, they were net positive. Even in today's market, the number will look large, but do account for a couple of large block deals, including the Adani Port block. So because the seller was not an institution, which is why you'll see a large number again in today's market. But as I said, flat as it can be, but at least there is buying interest in some select names and some PSUs as well.
Well, that's right. And yesterday we saw one of the most powerful short covering bounces that we've seen in the recent past. But individual stocks, Nimesh, what are you picking up?
Well, so the first name is HDFC Bank. After a long time, looks like some bit of buying is back in that particular name. A couple of reasons for the stock to do well today. One, a selling pressure from a leading long-only fund is largely over. And now some domestic funds are quite active buyers as well. And that's the reason why HDFC Bank is buzzing in trade today. The second name is Adani Ports. A large block, nearly 1 crore shares got changed hands today in Adani Ports. In terms of details, I understand a strategic investor was a seller and a lot of domestic and long-only funds were buyers in today's block in Adani Plus. So the disclosure will be interesting there. The third name is Stark, a small real estate company, but that's been buzzing in today's market. There were multiple block deals as well today. And I understand a leading family office was a buyer in today's block. The results are next week, so watch out for that in Turk. And the last is Samvardhana Motherson. Again, a strong pullback in the last couple of days. I understand the FI interest is back in this particular name, and there are buy flows. Expect high delivery volumes in Samvardhana Motherson today.
Nimesh, the Adani Ports bit is interesting. Stocks up 40% this year. It's and of course, some would argue it's the strongest sort of business within the Adani group. You're saying that there has been a large block and some funds, etc., have come in?
Yeah, that's right, Prashant. So, just to clarify, in terms of a strategic investor, my understanding is when Adani Ports bought over Gangavaram Port, the promoters of Gangavaram were given some shares of Adani Ports. So, I think that entity was a likely seller. They sold 3 crore shares some 10 days back, 10-15 days back, and now they've sold the remaining stake as well. So, looks like it's largely a clean out trade from that particular strategic investor. In terms of buyers, I understand one of the long-only fund from US, they were small buyers. A couple of domestic mutual funds were also buyers as well. So it's a mix of institutional investors who bought today, but from a seller perspective, it's the strategic investor who've cleaned out in today's block deal.
All right, Nimesh, thanks very much for that. Interesting sort of list of stocks as always, and we will come back with some of these over the next few sessions as well. Well, that's D-Street Chatter with Nimesh as always, but let's